Greetings, my friends. I am Coach Michael Bart Mathews.
Hello, hello, hello. I am Dr. Liz Landing, and we are the co-founders of FYMOC, Finding Your Moment of Clarity. I wanted to talk a little bit about this exciting adventure that we're on. But before that, our relationship became about when I was first on a platform, a business platform, and I had expressed my interest in writing a book. And one of our one of our associates or co-associates, if you will, made the formal introduction. And let me tell you, it's been an amazing journey, from, just getting to first the introduction and then getting to know one another and then moving along to, being able to, mastermind together for 2 hours a day. Coach Michael, did you want to jump in there and just talk a little bit about our masterminding?
Yes, but I'm gonna just go back, take a stroll through your mind because you'd be surprised with what you might find on how Dr. Liz and I met on that platform that she is referring to. It was a business platform that actually had business like-minded people from different countries here in the United States and elsewhere around the world. And we were just going and growing while we were building relationship capital. And Dr. Liz, I was personally introduced to Dr. Liz by one of the corporate partners because Dr. Liz was an aspiring author at the time with a manuscript that she had started writing back in 1995. And he knew that I was a manuscript development specialist. And Dr. Liz and I got together, and thus she became a published author with a book titled It's Smoothie Time. And because we went through the process really with no problems, no hiccups, it was a learning curve, but we both got through it and she became the published author. Then we further went on to we traveled from Chicago to Detroit, and we helped facilitate the book signing that Dr. Liz and her team had organized. And the book signing was a blast. She sold out, and she had a lot of great like-minded guests and team members there. And my wife and I said, Dr. Liz has some acres of diamonds that's ahead of her. And we started forming a more intimate business, know, like, and trust relationship. And from that relationship, we decided to have what Napoleon Hill says, a mastermind session, where Dr. Liz and I got together at what, 2 hours every morning, Doc? Would you say that?
Absolutely, every morning. Yes, yes.
Yes. So we got together every morning for 2 hours, and then that third invisible, infinite, intelligent mind started creeping into our consciousness together and as individuals, which prompted us to create a program within that 2 hour span. So, for those of you who understand the Napoleon Hill mastermind concept and infinite intelligence, trust me, it's true. Because if we can do it, so can you. So, Dr. Liz, can you expound a little bit further past that point?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I thank you so much for filling in the details. When you come together in like with our mastermind groups and your mind starts to firing and sparking, time goes by quickly. And so all of those little details that you just mentioned was so important as far as our journey. And so, again, when we talk about the mastermind session, we had no idea what we were going to do together, but we just knew that there were some, like you said, some jewels and diamonds and things that we could pull together, and it would develop into something amazing. And I have to say so myself after getting testimonies from our students and others that what came about from those 2 hours. And let me tell you all just a little bit of a secret. Getting up an extra hour early was a task for me, but I valued and I knew that this was a collaboration that was going to birth something amazing. And so what happened in those sessions as we started to pull things together, in the journey of writing a book, after you write the book, what a lot of folks, coming into the industry don't understand is that there's processes after, what you need to do to, get the book out there, what you need to do to market the book. Ding, 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 marketing. So I asked a question of Coach Michael Bart Mathews. I said, sir, what is it that, what is it that I need to know as far as marketing? And it's something as simple as that question sparked our topic of finding your moment of clarity, the FYMOC program. So we started to go into, he said everything that we have, everything that we need to know, what we need to do is right here in the house. And we started to pull together. We first created the program, we developed it. I think one of the lessons that I learned in our mastermind session together was when you lean to what you know or what you are expert in, and your partners or the mastermind team, in this case, the two of us, when we pulled those things together, it just became phenomenal because we stayed in our lane and we respected each other's expertise in those lanes. And I think that's one of the key points in a mastermind group. But as we started to develop the program, we beta tested the program. We did a soft launch of it, and the first launching of it was very, very successful. And I think it was because we moved in our lane. Did I miss anything in that? Because I get excited with stories, you all.
No, Dr. Liz, you was right on point, and it's not what we say, it's what they say. And they are the students who successfully completed the program. We have video testimonials, we have audio testimonials, and we have written testimonials to prove that the FYMOC program that was created from the 2-hour mastermind daily sessions that Dr. Liz and I attended every morning was a success. I normally get up 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and I block off my calendar from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. And I had to readjust it to fit this 2-hour session in. And before we got started, I said, Dr. Liz, I can't promise you what's going to happen, but I know something good is going to happen because A, we're like-minded, and B, the different coaches that we have had that have afforded us seats at the table to share their experience, knowledge, wisdom, coaching, and hold us accountable as well as be our accountability coaches. Because if they're doing the daggone thing and they say, Mike, Dr. Liz, you are afforded a seat at the table, then once we get at the table, it's up to us to bring our knife, fork, and spoon and a little napkin and pay attention, and then come create. Because if to be a big dog, you have to get off the porch and run with the big dogs. From humbleness and gratitude and attitude, I'm always going to have to mention at least one name, and I mentioned my main man, JD, Dr. James Dentley, for giving us that seat at the table. But the key reason I'm mentioning him is because he allows all of us to have the seat, but he also introduces us to so many other people that's just as worthy, if not more worthy, because of their knowledge, wisdom, and experience as to where we learn from, like Les Brown or Jeff Hoffman, who wrote the book Scale, for example. And that's part of our program, how you build, grow, and scale your business. So the information that we're providing is not just being plucked out of thin air, and we coming up with system and processes that we're just thinking and banking on. No, these systems and processes are coming from people who have proven track records that we have sat at the seat, sat at the table, studied with, worked with, maybe spoke on the stages with, and shared information back. And Dr. Liz has done the same thing at our table, and she's been to a couple of the meetings, and she's met some of the people, and she's able to speak as well. So in this particular story, because you never tell a story without a point, and you never make a point without the story. So the point to this story is start with where you are with what you have, but begin with the end in mind. And don't worry about the next person. And that's what Dr. Liz and I did with our FYMOC, which is the acronym for Finding Your Moment of Clarity, a system that we have created. So as we wrap this thing up, I'm going to throw the ball back over to Dr. Liz and let her get her assist from Detroit, because I'm here in Chicago and she's in Detroit. So it's back over to you, Dr. Liz.
I think it's just so wonderful seeing people grow and develop. It's been dear to my heart for many, 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 many years. Business development, growth, and scaling. And it's just, it's incredible to see so many people enjoying and growing and discovering. And that's been my journey, and I'm just so grateful for having a coach that was able to help me to grow and to develop and continue to grow and develop. So it's an exciting journey, and I mean, we just began. So I mean, that's all I can say is that I'm just really, really, I'm excited to be a part of this collaboration, and I'm excited to be able to offer such an amazing program to so many people and just to watch them grow. So, I'm gonna dunk it back over to your court as we continue to wrap up here.
Okay, notice Dr. Liz is in Detroit and I'm in Chicago. So we're gonna just say today we're coming from Chi-Troit, Chicago and Detroit combined. Whoop, whoop. So as we close out, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. I am Coach Michael Bart Mathews, and if not now, then when?
And I am Dr. Liz Blanding. Stay tuned. Tell a friend. Bring a friend. See you in the next video. 2022 is the year for you.